What up? What up? Trying to get right. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm like, it's necessary right now. All right. I mean, for whatever reason, these. Oh shit. I forgot to switch the headphones. Fuck. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I need my headphones. What's going on though, chat? Day 184. Day 184. One second. I just gotta switch my headphones over so I can hear what's going on, you know? Okay, perfect. Hopefully this doesn't do anything weird to what I got going on. What up, Ty? What's going on? Just trying to get my sounds right. All right, let me desktop audio capture. Let's see how we're doing. There we go. Oh, should be good. Should be good. All right, cool. Welcome to day 184. Let me check on my Kick feed. You know, it's another day. Sunday. Today was an interesting day. Sorry I'm eating like that ass. Like, I'm like, yo, I swear DDG releases a new song every week. That's crazy. Respect. All right. We're good. We're good. Sorry I had to eat this pizza. My stomach was like, yo, you're. That's what it was like. Sorry. Sorry it's turned into a mukbang. Damn. I would hate to be watching this VOD back. Like, get to the point, my guy. All right. I'm fucking here again. Sorry, I'm like, I just want to finish this pizza. And then I'll go. You know what I mean? I'm a little distracted. I should have just waited until I got on, but I was hungry. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, this is disgusting. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Never again. All right, welcome to day 184 of, hey, you know, on the road to 200. Yeah, Kyle Young. Grateful Sunday. I put, you know, the vibes, because, you know, the vibes have to be the vibes. The vibes always have to be the vibes, especially before I'm doing this. Today, I am drinking this Vietnamese iced coffee. Shout out to Monique for grabbing this. She grabbed it earlier today, and I had like a sip, and I was like, oh shit, this is strong. So it should be some strong shit. Yo, Ty, did your mics come in yet? I was thinking about that. Yeah, but shout out this week. I got a lot of shit to fucking do it. Oh man, I've been just grinding. I'm not gonna lie. Grinding, but like not grinding, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like working on a project and then like I'll spend more time like thinking about how I'm gonna do it, and then like the actual doing it takes like 5 minutes, but it's like logistically thinking like how I'm gonna do it. I don't don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if it's a waste of time. Maybe I should do that more in real time, but sometimes I just gotta like think the process through before I do it. I've been thinking a lot today about like, I don't know, being back on. I think it was crazy because I think I got like monetized like right before I got suspended, so I didn't really have a lot of time like to like analyze the numbers and shit like on Twitch revenue or whatever. So it was like, I don't remember what, I don't remember like seeing like what the breakdown was per stream, but I swear like just a week ago it was about 15 cents per stream. Now it's going up to like almost $1 per stream. So I'm like, this is, and it's like not that many more viewers or anything like that. I mean, there's like certain methods to kind of like maybe get a couple more people in, but sorry for the ad that's coming up soon. Here, can I snooze it? No, you can't snooze the ad. Sorry if there's an ad, but it's coming up in a minute. So I was just like thinking like, damn, if I just like scale, not yet holiday slow deliveries, damn, I gotta keep that in mind when I order shit. Think in the future. He's talking about his mics aren't in yet. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was just thinking about like how I can scale this like as a business. I like see it as a business, and I see the opportunity. I see like the little money come in, and I'm like, if I just like multiply that effort by like 5, it's like, okay, that's like the difference of making between like $1 and $5 a stream. So then that's like $30 versus what, $150 a month. That's starting to be a bill. So, and then if that's the difference of like 3-4 people watching to the difference of, wait, how many times did I want to multiply it times 5? That's like getting 15 people to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's actually possible. So I'm like, damn, this is like, I see how people are like kind of making bread, especially when you see people with like high numbers and high retention rate. It's like, oh, these dudes are actually making bread. Like, and it's kind of like a different type of bread because you can kind of like do it for fun. It does suck at the low scale when you're not making much, but just seeing that shit go up every day is like, I don't know. It feels inspiring. It reminds me of when I was doing like reels on Instagram. And it wasn't that much, but I remember I made like enough to pay rent one month, and I was like, damn, this shit's kind of crazy. It was a lot of work, but it's like, I don't know, something about it is just very satisfying when you can do something to like generate money that's like kind of, it doesn't feel like direct work. You know what I'm saying? It's still slower, but I just like the scalability. Like the reels weren't really scalable because it was like I was doing like 10 reels a day, and it's like there's not much more you can do than 10 reels a day. You know what I'm saying? Like without doing one literally every hour on the hour, which I think that would be impractical at some point. But like the streaming is like, it's a real weird concept because you're constantly growing. You're constantly trying to get new followers, which could potentially come back and watch your stream. You're going to get paid a little bit off the VODs that if people even miss the stream. And then like ways to scale. The thing is by just streaming for a longer amount of time. It's just like a weird like common sense hack, but it's just like, damn, if you stream for like 2 hours and you make this amount, try streaming for 4, see what you make. And it really does be doubling. So I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. And of course we got like people like holding it down, like having a tab open and shit like that. So I appreciate that. Yeah, go fucking shit. If you want to watch my shit without ads, go on Kick and watch it, and then just keep a Twitch tab open like shit, you know? So I don't care. But it's cool though. It's just real interesting because it's like I feel like it's like the more shit I put out there, the more clips, the more streams, the more stream snipes, the more collabs, everything. I feel like it can all grow, even if it's like you gain 1 follower every 2 weeks or 1 a month. That if you get a good follower, that person's gonna tune in and watch your shit like and support. So it's like, and then like subs and all that shit. So I'm excited about this little business right here. I've never seen the wave. I think I never made it to YouTube partner, so I never got to see the light. The closest thing was the Instagram reels. I think I can make a little bit off of bonuses off of like Instagram carousels and shit, but I don't know why I just never do that shit. I probably should. And I don't know, like I could really see it. It's like just by having that much more, if I had like, imagine having 100 people, you're making good money, bro. Because like 100, if you have 100 people watching, that means that you probably have good content that people are gonna probably watch for a lot longer form. Like people probably are just like popping in and out of this shit. But like when you got some engaging shit and people are watching it, it's just crazy how much more you can make. So not to make it all about that, but like, oh, excuse me. I just say that to say it's just like I'm just like inspired by like I'm just inspired by it because it's scalable and it's just like unlimited possibilities, and you can just you're just by continuing, you're just like scaling it and making it bigger by design, no matter what. Like so, you just gotta keep going, and I'm always amazed when I see people. Oh yeah, I've been they'll have X amount of followers and shit, but they've like been streaming for like 8 years or whatever, and it's like, oh okay, literally they just keep going and stacking the shit a little bit at a time, and probably like once you get bigger, it's probably easier to get followers and viewers and shit like that. So I think it's just all exponentially. You just gotta make it over that fucking initial hill to get to the other side. So we just keep going. We just keep going. We just keep going. We just keep going. And it's like I wonder if I'm hurting myself by streaming at this late. Like I wonder, I'd be curious to see like how much I can make doing like an 8-hour stream, a 24-hour stream. It's probably like I'd probably be like, oh shit, I should be doing this all the time. So I'm gonna keep trying to scale this shit because there's little formulas and shit that can work. Getting stream snipes and collabs and investing, and you know it's all gonna add up. I just gotta keep coming up with ideas, keep going, keep streaming. The fact that I can make a little bit of money just streaming at my house, just like low key, that's good. So that makes me feel confident that when I do bigger things, that it should work too. So I don't know if it's that my algorithm is that streaming at 11 works for me and that's where people come in. I don't know, because I usually, when I stream early, I usually don't get a lot of views, but I also like kind of when I stream early don't really stream for as long, so it could be something like that too. But yeah, I've done like long ass streams during the day and just you don't see anything, but come 11 o'clock people are around. I think it's because there's less other people on Twitch. So I mean, who are you gonna pick, me or Rakai? You probably would pick Rakai, like if you could choose. So all right, I'm about to try this Vietnamese coffee again. This shit was strong as fuck earlier, but I was hopeful for it. I was like, oh shit, I'm saving this shit. Yeah, you know what that tastes like? It tastes like, whoa, that reminds me of something. I can't hold up. Oh, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like Bailey's. Like Bailey's Irish cream or whatever that shit is called. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad.
This shit structured.
This shit structured. Damn, I saw that Funny Mike went live earlier today too. And I didn't check out what happened. I've been missing a lot of shit. Oh, Ray J went live on Instagram. What's Ray J talking about? And I haven't seen I haven't seen him back on Kick that much. So I wonder if he's feeling away. Like, man, that Kick monetization ain't the same. But damn, fuck, I gotta keep going with this shit, man. I swear some shit's gonna happen. I swear. And I'll save some of this for manifestation, but this is just my grateful. So I guess I'll be grateful. What am I grateful for this week? Yo, deadass, I'm grateful for some good ass streams this week. We hit milestones. We this week we connected with Shirok. I think that was this week. It had to be if it's Sunday already. Yep. We connected with Shirok. We got rated, so that was a dope part of the week. And I feel like the views have been up since that. And I'm also grateful to hit a 6-hour stream, our longest stream, especially on desktop. That was epic to me because I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I could stream for 6 hours. So when those things happen, it's kind of like unlocking a level, like a level of something of yourself. So it's like, damn, okay, this is possible. Even if obviously I'm probably not going to do that again for a while, but like just knowing that like on the right day I could. I'm fucking with that, and dead ass like I was like so like not worried or but just kind of like fuck like almost like damn I did a 6 hour stream, who's gonna watch that? And then I'm looking back on my fucking on my VODs on YouTube, and it's a higher played one, and I'm like, damn, that's interesting. It was I thought it was gonna be like super low, like people are gonna be like 6 hours, but it's higher than the average play. So I was like, oh shit, okay. I don't know what that means. I'm not trying. I don't watch a 6 hour stream, but maybe it's kind of like the peaked interest. Like, damn, what do you do for 6 hours? And maybe some scrubbing around. I don't even think I put. No, I did put chapters on it. I did, but the views are already going up without the chapters. So it was very interesting. So I wasn't expecting that at all, but shit, it was cool. It was cool. It's cool to like compare like which ones do better on different platforms, and YouTube's been doing all right. Twitch has been doing better. I feel like I saw like a little dip after the suspension, but I feel like I'm kind of getting back into my groove. I can't really explain it. What else happened this week? Oh, BHD dropped some reels of when I went on his Kick and Push podcast. We were talking, so that was some cool thing. I didn't even know he was gonna clip it. I hoped he would, but like I didn't actually know he's gonna clip it like that. So he put out 3 clips. He put out another one today. I guess I could play that one. No, fuck it, right? And that was cool. So I fuck with wait, where's my I fuck with BHD buddy. Go follow him. So he put up another clip. He put up 3. One was when we first got on, where I was trolling about Glacial. Then we were talking about what platform is best to stream on, and then this one he asked me what's my favorite era of life, which is an interesting question. I thought that was a good question. Here, I'll play this one.
Like, this was a couple years ago. Like, what's my favorite?
Hold on. I always like to start it this way. Instagram's got to add like a rewind, so you can do that shit on desktop. But yeah, let's play this one real quick.
Like, this was a couple years ago. Like, what's my favorite like era of life? And they were probably expecting me to be like, oh yeah, college or high school, or whatever. And I was like, right now, because I feel like I'm like the strongest and smartest, and the best I've ever been in life. So, really, to answer your question, is like what I'm most proud of is probably the most recent thing. The song Accountability. I felt like that was a good moment where I like made something.
It's a good song, bro.
That people appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Like, it's like a song that people like actually like in like a real way, not just because they're my friend or whatever. So I kind of like saw cool results with that, and then literally like that transitioned directly into streaming. And I don't know, I just both of these 2 projects, because they're really just projects to me, is like just seeing like the stream snipes and what that can do for like just getting your name out there, and how you can kind of spin them both together. So I would say like just the speed of whatever slight momentum I'm getting with the streaming like this was a couple years ago. Like, what's my
So that's always fucking rewarding when I don't know, again, there's no better feeling than like seeing something that you created like from your brain like just start to take on different life, because it's like so easy to doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's so many moments where I've doubted myself, been like, this isn't gonna work, or it's not good enough. And then when you actually do something that people care about, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a magic, like not magic, but it's kind of like magic. Like, I'm like not even thinking about that podcast anymore. Not like in a respectfully, but I'm like, it's kind of like been a couple of days. So, and then to come out with the clips, it's like, damn, okay, so there's more life into this, and it feels nice to be like, I don't know, thought of as a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, to, that people are thinking about it like outside of when I'm on stream. You know what I'm saying? And like, because he could have just been like, okay, this is my podcast, not clip it up, da 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 da. But I don't know, it's just cool. It just brings things to a new audience. It's a real. He put the music behind it. And I'm like, damn, this is kind of fire. So yeah, it's just I don't know, it's just rewarding. Like when it's something that you created that could, you create it. There's all these issues in the beginning. You working out the bugs, and then you get into this like comfort zone of like, okay, this is working. I can do this. and then you eventually start to get to the other side where it's like, okay, these are some of the, not fruits of your labor. That sounds like crazy, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is the cause and effect sometimes. This is what comes of it. You know, even if it's a smaller scale or not as big a scale, it shows that something worked. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, something worked, because it could easily be like, oh, I don't want him on this podcast. It's going to be boring, or, you know, but it's just like, you know, there's value that's seen in it. So it's just like, okay, cool. If one person can value me now while I'm still figuring it out, shit, let me just get even better. And then maybe more people will value me. So, and that's what I think it's about, is like constantly like, that's what I like about streaming, because it's kind of like you can just kind of like build it as you go. And it's not like a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I remember my first stream, I didn't use a mic, like on purpose. I had the mics and everything, but I was just like, I'm not gonna use this shit. I don't feel like doing this whole setup right now and all this and that. And then I watched it back and I'm like, fuck, I should have used the mic. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you just make it better. You know, like a lot of my first streams, I was effing a lot and disconnecting, so I had to make some adjustments so that wouldn't happen as much. Just make it better, you know. But in the moment, it just feels like, fuck, like I suck. This is ass. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't do the shit. But you just make it better and better. And it's kind of like that kind of art form where it's cool. And I like that there's feedback. You know, people can tell you in real time that your shit's fucking up. Who said that yesterday that I was muted? Whoever was in the chat, it was either Ty or somebody else that was just like, yo, your shit's muted. But like, that shit is like, you know, that's fucking cool. Like, imagine shooting a video and you know that your shit's muted, but like the real time feedback is what's incredible about it too. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm grateful for the big raid. I'm grateful for BHD clips. I'm grateful for the 6-hour stream. I'm grateful for all the people that like came in, and I'm also grateful for like the support I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was surprised yesterday. Who was in the chat? The homie. Hold on, my bad. It's like AOP. I don't. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Why? See, I shouldn't have said it out loud. Low key P. Low key P in the chat. AOP is somebody else. Low key P was here yesterday, and no, actually, no, that was somebody else. It was Emperor. No, it was, who the fuck was here yesterday? That was yeah, no, that was Emperor Juice. But he was in the chat saying that unless Emperor Juice is low key P. No, I don't think they're the same person. He was in the chat saying like, yeah, I got your shit. He was like, he had a Kick account and he had a Twitch account, and he was like, yeah, I got your shit tabbed. And I'm like, damn, people are trying to really support like this. So that's fire. People are really trying to support. So I gotta be so grateful for that, because no one has to do that. Nobody knows me from a can of paint. Like, people, there's that, you know, people that are supporting me. So there's some people are supporting me just because I stream snipe Tota. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are still commented on that. Like, and it's like, damn, like, this shit just seems surreal in some cases. Even like getting injured and all that shit, it just feels like, what the fuck? Like, how, like, it doesn't seem like my real life. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the same shit, but it's just like, I know this shit is not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, even during the hardest times, it's like, you just gotta fight through it. It's like everything I've ever put my mind to has started to take off. And usually, like, it's like sometimes I'm so like in my head, like this isn't gonna work, or I need to do this the right way, that I kind of will stop myself. But every time I've like applied myself, shit will happen always even faster and better than I ever expected. But the problem is just I don't do that enough. But whatever I do, it's just like, damn, it's just like be working. I'm like, damn, I should have did this before. So I feel really, really good about this streaming thing. I feel so fucking good, bro. Like, I've never seen like scalable money like this. Like, literally, like, it's just almost like it's like buying like a mutual fund in the stock market. It's kind of like you just kind of like just gotta like buy that shit and just hold. If you could like hold for a year, you will probably see some growth. You know, you just gotta hold, and that's kind of how I feel about this. Is just you just gotta like buy in and hold. It's kind of different, but holding is just like being consistent. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, being consistent just makes it so it just increases your chances of being in the right place at the right time. That's it. That's why being consistent works. It's like not even like you could be consistent and not even. It's like the saying: a broken clock is twice. No, sorry, well I fucked it up. A broken clock is right twice a day, meaning right place, right time. You know what I'm saying? A broken clock is right twice a day. That's kind of the principle. So you just gotta be, those, you just gotta stand still, and you could at least be right twice a day. So it's interesting. There's always this. I remember I used to watch a lot more Drink Champs, and I remember like Nori would be like telling like the story of like how he came up when he was hustling, when he was like hustling on the street or whatever, and he would be like, "Yo, there's people that had more shit than me, that could hustle better than me, that had better quality shit than me, but like nobody was gonna stay outside longer than me. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting the daytime slow shit, and I'm getting the nighttime fast shit when like everybody else is already like going inside. So it's like they might be able, but nobody's gonna out hustle me. Nobody's gonna, So I always like took that as like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta like stay locked in and just keep, you know what I'm saying? Just like with this is like shit. If you want to watch some late night shit, you gotta watch. So we gotta still build this. I'm still trying to get like these certain collabs. I just gotta like take care of like certain business in the meantime. But I really feel some shit coming in the next week or next couple weeks. I can feel it, and I'm not trying to manifest it yet. I'll save it for tomorrow. But this is like a pre-manifest stream. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? There's been too much negative. There's been a whole month of negative, and then this is going into a whole nother month, almost 2 months of like down dip. That's enough. That's enough dip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe some karma for saying some out of pocket shit on here. I can kind of like take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely.
I'm trying to take accountability.
I could take accountability for that. Like it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't change anything. It just makes me reflect. I don't know. It's a mixed bag of emotions for that, but I'm hoping something will happen. I'm hoping that this is just one of those tests to see if I'll stick in there. I don't know why I would need to be tested like that, but maybe just because, So I could feel it. We got the streamer awards coming up soon. Low key like a week. And that'll be. I feel like that'll be a good like way to like ease back in. Maybe it'll open up my IRL mind a little bit more. And then from there, you never know. I'm keeping my mind open. I have high hopes, but also just want to lock in and get that shit done and move on from there. Hopefully we can network and make some connections and maybe set something up. You never know, because there's just going to be people around. And I do see the value in smaller streamers because it's kind of like these can potentially be your peers. And like, what's crazy about like the streaming thing, even a smaller streamer or a bigger streamer, everybody's just hungry. Everybody's trying to get to the next level. So there's got to be a certain percentage of people that actually do. So you never know who's going to be who. Like anybody could get lucky and get that opportunity. And I think people change, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes people get the opportunity and it's a limited run. And sometimes they just, I don't know. That's why I never hated on people, because it's like sometimes it's just people's timing for whatever reason. And I feel like hating on people is kind of weird because like if I'm hating on somebody or jealous, I feel like that means that I don't believe that I can make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. But it's not about like using people, but like in a sense like streaming kind of is in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like often like an exchange of like, all right, So I'm excited. I'm excited to meet more people. I'm excited to keep going. I'm excited to keep building. I'm excited for my next clip, my next viral clip. that that we can put together. I'm excited. It's just gonna be all. It's just gonna be all good. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally everything that I've done for like an extended period of time has always seen growth. Just because I kind of like obsess over it and just try to like enhance it. And I like the pacing of the streaming thing because there's really no rush as long as just it's up and it sounds good and it looks cool. Like that's cool enough. You know what I'm saying? It's just like to me, I take this as like a little radio show or like talk show or whatever, late night. And yeah. So I'm hopeful. I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? It almost just like has to, just inevitably. It's just like if you do something enough, you're gonna come up with a great idea. Another thing, I play stake sometimes. I play stake. Oh, we talk about everything. I play stake sometimes, and I'll just do like they'll give you like a free dollar every day, and like once in a while, like it'll just like let me. I'll just be able to play it. I'll just be having like a streak, where I'll be able to like win like $50, like flip my dollar into like $50 on the side. It happens like maybe once a month, but it's kind of like one of those things. It's like I play every day, and like 99% of the time, I just like lose all my money after like 5 minutes. But sometimes it just goes, and it's kind of like it's kind of like the same principle. It's like you know what I mean? If I bought a lottery ticket every day, eventually I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Or if I bought 2 lottery tickets every day, eventually I'm gonna win. Eventually you're gonna get lucky. Eventually, if you stream every day, eventually you're gonna get fucking rated, or eventually if you stream snipe every day, eventually you're gonna run into the right person, or you're gonna get a good clip. If you stream every day, eventually you're gonna get a clip. If you network enough, eventually you're gonna if you stream enough, eventually you're gonna come across like somebody that ends up staying. So it's just like the hardest part is dealing with the 95% of the time that nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? But the 5% can be so worth it because sometimes the lasting effects of that 5% can be something that you cannot replace or duplicate or anything. It's priceless. So that's why you just got to do it every day. Like it's just what's the word? Like the odds. You're increasing the odds. The likelihood. That's where we're at with it. Sports betting parlays are better than slots. Yeah, I can't get into that shit. I feel you though. You gotta know your shit to be sports betting. That's dope though. My cousin, he was doing, I forgot what, or maybe he was doing fantasy football, and he was making like bags off of that. I was like, you made what off of that? Like how the fuck? But he's just like tapped in. He just knows fucking sports, like and knows all different sports and shit. For whatever reason, he's just maybe just the way he thinks he's able to like figure out this shit. But nah, sports betting shit. You use like prize picks or is that the main one, prize picks? I can't do that shit. You gotta know your shit to do that shit. You gotta know. You gotta be like, nah. But yeah, I'll play what I'll do on stake is I'll play my method is I'll play I'll play wheel. I'll play the wheel game where I'll put the dollar in on the wheel. And most of the time I just lose it on the first spin, but sometimes it'll let you can win like 3-4 times in a row. So I'll play the wheel until I turn my dollar into $4, and then I'll go on one of the slots called Scarab Spin, and I'll just play like 14 cents a spin, and then I just play until I hit a bonus round. And sometimes you just get lucky. Like I got a crazy bonus round last time, and I'll wait till I get to about $50 because I think the cash out is like $45 for XRP. I buy like that amount of XRP, like I'll transfer it over to my crypto.com wallet, and I'm like, boom, just stacking crypto. So I mean, doing anything every day will lead to some sort of growth. It's almost inevitable, but mostly because I mean, I think it's just human nature to want to improve. The Broncos won again, 10-2. Shit, W Broncos. Who are they playing? Or are we in a? No, are we in a? Raiders. Yeah, no, I didn't think it was. I don't think. Can you even make 2 points in football on its own? Yeah, you can't make 2 points, could you? If you kick a field goal, how many points is a field goal? How many points is a field goal? No, I got that I got that 10-2 as a record. That'd be a crazy score if it was 10-2. I don't even think it's possible. 3 points, yeah, you can't get 2 points by itself. Oh yeah, no, I haven't been watching football. Broncos and Raiders, that sounds like some like fucking 90s shit or something. I'll wait till the Super Bowl. Glacial Musher, how do you feel about Bad Bunny being the Super Bowl act of this year? There's been a lot of backlash about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. I don't have any direct issue with it. I think the only thing that I would think that people would care about is that he's a fairly new artist. I get the whole Spanish thing. I think that will turn a lot of people off. But mostly, I don't think it's the Spanish part. I think it's just more the average, like, probably football consumer isn't even just aware of the actual song, like, let alone it not being English. So I think it's like a two-part thing with that. I don't know. I know, like, the texture of some of his sounds. I know how his voice sounds. And I know the type of music he makes, but I don't really know it, though. But it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how that goes. Very, very interesting. Bad Bunny equals. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, is that what? Are you talking about? Are you talking about ICE? ICE raid? Is that what you're saying? What the fuck does that mean? ICE police? What? Yo, that's racist. And Bad Bunny is from Puerto Rico, which is a fucking U.S. territory, so that's not even a thing. The ignorance is real. A lot of people make that mistake though. No, but I think a lot of people are gonna say shit like that, like yeah, deport, like and it's like, bro, he's actually American, like in a way. But yeah, I could see it being interesting, and it's interesting following the Kendrick Lamar shit too. It's interesting. I do feel like it feels like Bad Bunny did come out of nowhere though. He was just like instantly like the biggest thing, but I'm sure it was kind of like brewing in Puerto Rico for like a little bit, and then it eventually blew up. But what I find interesting, I find even more interesting is that do you remember that Bad Bunny used to dress like and drag a lot in the beginning? It's a weird thing that like almost like people almost kind of just gets swept under the rug. Like this was like a lot of his first image. You know what I'm saying? And I was always confused. I was like, I'm not sure why he's doing this. I mean, I get why, probably because people are talking about it, but to go from that, which was like a very big, that's probably SNL, but even to get SNL so early, is very interesting. But again, he's probably huge in Puerto Rico before people started really talking about him. But it's interesting how he was able to be so big early, do the drag thing, and then slowly then kind of turn into this like huge superstar. He's now dating Kendall Jenner, or was. He's an actor now. It's a very interesting career, because it was like a lot of it was based off he doesn't really speak a lot of English, and now he's acting. It's very interesting like how his come up was. very, very interesting. I've never really seen a career quite like that. It's I'm not saying it's given industry plant, but it's I think it's given industry plant like how people would describe like, wait, where, how did he do this? Where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? But again, I think when you can like dominate like a fucking, well, I don't know, is Puerto Rico like a country considered? Yeah, if you can dominate like a territory, a whole territory country, it's probably like a lot of power that you have that it's like if you know, you know, until it's like just everywhere. And that was interesting because it's like I remember when J Balvin got the McDonald's meal, I was just like, this is so interesting. Like, how the fuck are people able to do this so quickly? But maybe it's just the numbers don't lie sometimes, you know. Maybe because we don't see it on our mainstream shit, it doesn't mean that the numbers aren't numbering, you know. So, a world of ignorance, right? Yeah, but I guess shut up, Bad Money. I remember I was at, and I still don't know if this is real or not. I was at like, I don't know. It was just like this kind of like bar situation, almost like a after the bar type of situation. And I remember I was in the bathroom, and I'm just like, I'm either using the bathroom or washing my hands, and I see somebody like go by me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, and I'm drunk as fuck. I'm like, yo, that looks like Bad Bunny. And the people were like, that is Bad Bunny. Like that were with him. I'm like, yeah, right. Da, da, da. And I still never like saw him again or anything like after that. But like, I was like, this was in L.A. I was like, wait, you know what I'm saying? You just like, wait a minute, like, is that, you know, you're not expecting it, but it's like kind of undeniable. And I was like, oh shit. And I just like left it because they were like, no, they were like insistent that it was, but he was like, he like went in the stall and like didn't come out. I'm like, I wonder if that is Bad Bunny, you know? Yeah, I don't know. LA is a small place, so low key it probably was, but oh shit. And I didn't really know who it was. I just happened to know, and that's one of those things. It's like you could like know what somebody looks like, but not know their music or anything like that. But yeah, no, a lot of people listen to Bad Bunny, and it'll probably be one of those things where it's like you watch the Super Bowl, and fuck, you watch the Super Bowl and you're like, oh damn, I didn't know that was his song. Oh fuck, that's his song too. Glacial said, low key, I'd rather have Cardi B perform or Drake or Post Malone or Jelly Roll at the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, I'm surprised Post hasn't performed. That's interesting. Jelly Roll, he is new, but I could definitely see them throwing him up there. Drake, yeah, that'll be the day. But he might. Cardi B, yeah, I'm surprised Cardi B's never. I feel like Cardi B would be. Maybe she turned it down. She probably turned it down a couple of times. I feel like Cardi B would be not a better choice, but I feel like she's been in the game longer, so like people are more familiar with her songs. But shit, I'm sure Bad Bunny's gonna kill it. 2006 said, "What's good tonight?" Was in earlier, but I had sound issues. Oh, okay. And or Travis Scott, Glacial said. Travis Scott would be crazy at the Super Bowl. Yeah. What's the deal? Yeah, we were just talking about the Super Bowl. I don't know how much Canada cares about the Super Bowl, but we were talking about Bad Bunny being the halftime show, and how people are kind of resistant to it because of the language barrier. I think it's a combination of the language barrier and the fact that people just aren't familiar with his songs. Even though it's gonna be rocking, there's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be crazy in there. I can already tell. It's gonna be crazy. Travis Glacial said Travis Scott is underrated for big events. He needs more credit, more credibility. Yeah, I think the Astroworld thing kind of like did a number on him. I'm not gonna lie. That Astroworld shit, like, kind of, he was like definitely that household trusted brand. Remember, he had the McDonald's deal. He had Fortnite, and he had a big McDonald's deal. Like there was like merch and stuff. Then yeah, Astroworld. He's with Kylie Jenner. They have a kid. I feel like there's more shit too. And then that kind of like he had Cacti, you know. He had a lot of shit going on. There's probably more. Like even the sneakers, the Jordan 1s and shit. Like a lot of shit going on. And that Astroworld kind of like it fucked a lot. Has such a loyal fan base that is never gonna fuck him up like that. But it's just kind of like to put a mainstream. They probably got to like give it a little bit of breathing room because you know as soon as that comes up, people are going crazy over that. Like immediately, it's gonna get dug back up like so fast. Glacier said my whole family was gonna go see him in concert for real. Damn. Yeah, I'm sure it's crazy. You know what I mean? So, and I fuck with Travis Scott. Like, Goosebumps and Antidote are like top. Like both of those songs are like some of my top songs. Like probably almost top 5. Both of those songs. Like, and there's great other songs after that. But like, I'll fuck with Travis Scott. I was like, damn. So yeah, I think I think they made like, it seemed like they kind of like stepped out of the like, because you used to see Kylie all the time and shit, and what's this baby's name, Stormy, and all that shit. You used to see them all the time, and it was just like they just kind of like, you know, gotta protect that bag. You know what I mean? So if Travis, yeah, I don't know. They might not never let Travis perform in the Super Bowl. You know, just because of the backlash it might cause, and it's a tough thing to forget. It's not like he like went to jail or did some shit. Like, it was like multiple people died at the concert. You know what I'm saying? But I think it could be recovered from, because even yeah, I'm sure this shit happens, and it wasn't technically his fault. So yeah, they'll probably let that breathe for a little bit. But you know what sucks is that sometimes as people's careers go on, they don't always have as many hits as they did. So it's crazy. Shout out to Travis though. I can't wait for the World Cup. It's gonna be sick. Oh yeah, you watched the World Cup too? Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a World Cup. No, why did I say I don't think? I know I've never seen a World Cup. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's some international vibes right there. That's definitely the international vibes. Yeah, man. There's a fucking crazy shit going on. What else is going on in the world? Oh, I saw a clip that was like, when is Kai Cenat gonna return? You know, and like some people were saying, I think it was a clip of Agent saying like, "Yo, when I don't see Kai Cenat for a while, like some big shit's coming." And yeah, Kai Cenat always takes that shit to the anything that you think you see that streamers do. He's. I think Kai is probably one of the most innovative streamers. He has to be, right? A lot of that like multi-camera shit. Like, I wasn't really seeing a lot of that shit before. You try, Ty, you gonna go? Are you saying Ty, you gonna go to the World Cup, or are you saying thank you, you're gonna go? You're asking Ty if he's gonna go. Ty, are you gonna go to the World Cup? Nah, but again, Kai innovative, the multi-camera shit, the big ass. I mean, I'm sure other people have done other things, but he like so many things like in one thing. So I can just fucking imagine. Is it a reality show? Is it a TV show? Is it a? Because it's got to be something. I mean, there's no more mafia-thons. Streamer use coming. Some movies and shit. I don't know. I don't understand. Sleepygoober, what up? What up? What up? Let's see if Sleepygoober's a troll. What up, Sleepygoober? What up? What up? What up? We were talking about. What the fuck was I just talking about? We're talking about Kai Cenat, when he's gonna return to Twitch and what he's gonna do. Sleepy, what counts as a troll? Oh shit, you might be a troll. I don't know, people that come in and say like out of pocket shit. Maybe sometimes they're racist. Sometimes they say like weird sexual shit. Right, more or less. They'll say some like kind of gay stuff or racist stuff. That's usually how it goes. Nah, I'm not sped like that. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, appreciate you. Had to check. I got bombarded with trolls the other day for like the past couple of days, so it's refreshing. So, where are you from, Sleepygoober, and how'd you come across this live? Sometimes people would be like, "Yeah, I came across this live because I like to watch small streamers," and sometimes it's like, oh god.
What do you mean by that?
Nah, but I get it though. And then I had to like kind of realize that people like the the interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like the exclusive interaction. You know. So I kind of like that shit. Washington. I was bored and I hate big streamers. Yeah, isn't that? I feel like that's something that no one would ever know about. The fact that like a lot of chatters hate big streamers. Like that's a real thing. It's a real thing. And it's like it's the most like it's kind of a mind fuck because it's like, well, what do I do with this? Like I can't stay small, but I also want to retain like the cool people. It's very interesting. No attention to anyone. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like I think it's very telling about humans is that I think it's like this real need for human connection always that we like strive for no matter what. Or some people, I think some people do like the big streamers because sometimes big streamers do cool shit and it's fun to watch. But, you know, I think maybe on a late night where you just want to chill, it is better to just have somebody that can kind of like, maybe you can ask a question, you can get some advice, you can just share your day, you can just chill, you know? So I appreciate you, Sleepygoober, for tapping in. My name's Kyle. I usually go live around 11 p.m. Pacific time every day. Sometimes I go live during the day. Sometimes I do IRLs. I kind of started to gain some traction doing stream snipes of people like DDG and people like that. So I just like to make content and yeah, appreciate you tapping in. We chill, we react to things, we talk shit, we discuss current events, we debate, we do everything on here. So I appreciate you tapping in. If you like it so far, if you like the vibes, make sure you give it a follow. Okay, let's talk. Hold on one second. I got you, Sleepygoober. Glacial Musher says Aizen Ross is the only genuine one, to be honest. He does seem very genuine, almost like genuine to a fault, though. You know what I'm saying? Genuine and loyal to a fault, because he does say some offensive stuff, but he does seem like really good, like a good person at the core, you know. But Ada Ross is a troll for real, but he seems like he has a really big good heart. Okay, Sleepygoober said, "How do I get girls to like me?" Well, what do you see is usually the issue? Because I would think just for it to get anyone to like you, just in general, just I feel like the best way to get just anyone to like you in general, as a friend or a relationship, is just to be yourself. He's my lil. Oh, you're out of pocket. I'm chopped. What do you mean? You're chopped?
What do you mean by that?
No, I know what chopped means, but what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So go elaborate a little bit more, and then I'll give you. I mean, shit, I'm chopped too. Now, honestly, be yourself, and I would say be yourself, and like more importantly, be your best self. Kyle, read his name. He has goobers probably. What the fuck are goobers? Not good looking, and I have a bad stutter. Well, I don't think there is any such thing as not good looking. Pause. I think there's that concept that people are using. It's called look maxing, where it's kind of like you be your best self. Sometimes it's a haircut, sometimes it's doing your hair, sometimes it's having clear skin, sometimes it's having straight teeth, white teeth, sometimes it's if you wear glasses, maybe take them off, get contacts. Sometimes it's how you shave, sometimes it's the clothes you wear. I would say the clothes you wear can make like a huge difference. Sometimes it's smelling good, sometimes it's just that little bit of extra care, like just like if you were to like just say you were to like go on TV, like if you were to like go on your favorite TV show or be interviewed on the news, what would you wear? And just make that your everyday look. I don't know. And you have a bad stutter, whatever. I would say so many things are forgivable or look pastable. Like another thing is be your best self and maybe be funny. Because I feel like a lot of people that are funny can get the pass, or people can look past a lot of it. Would you consider yourself a funny person? Sounds too much like Tylenol. What does that mean? Sounds too much. JK, my bad. Tylenol, I don't get it. Work on being funny, man. I would say that is the key. What do you do? What do you I don't know, like always have some good memes to share. Go out of your way, maybe save some memes, funny stories, just yeah, make jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like a good I have dark funny. I mean, hey, maybe work on some light funny, but you know, I think there's someone for everybody. Slightly racist funny. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what type of people you're trying to go for, but dad jokes I feel like always work. Just lean into that. Just lean into I don't want to hear any racist shit. But if you have a dad joke, sure, yeah, tell me a good dad joke and I'll tell you if it's good. Glacial says, Sleepygoober, are you 11 or 4? I don't get what you mean by that.
What do you mean by that?
I hope you're not talking about age, Glacial. You're saying your age is 15 to 18? You're a teen? Well, if you're a teen, like between the ages of 15 and 18, unless you're like 18, you shouldn't even be worried about that shit yet. 'Cause if you're like 15 or 16, like you're not even done growing yet. Like you haven't even fully developed yet. Your whole fucking face and everything is gonna change as you get older. Not really, but like yeah, hell yeah. When I was like 16, I look completely different than how I look now. Sleepy Goober said, there is this girl. Okay, go ahead, continue. Sports are a good way. Sports are a good way to get people to. Sports are a good way to get people to let them cook. Glacial. Sports are a good way to definitely. People like people with friends, and sports are good because it's like a built-in friend group. But people just like funny people. I swear, people like people that are themselves and that are funny. And sometimes being yourself is funny. Tennis, cross country, and I want to do kickboxing. Oh, so you're in shape. Cross country is not hard. I mean, it's not easy. So there you go. Just keep going, man. High school is an awkward time, bro. You're like becoming your like future self at that time. So I wouldn't even trip about that. Just I'm guessing like if you're like that age, you probably don't even have like facial hair or anything yet. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be a whole different person in a little bit. All right, so tell your joke. Tell your joke. Are you bigger or skinny? I mean, it almost doesn't matter. Honestly, that shit doesn't even matter, bro. Like, 100-meter shot put and javelin. Hell yeah. So you do field. Yeah, I did. So yeah, I ran the 100-meter dash in high school. Yeah, get ripped. Honestly, I feel like the best way to get just get friends in general is just to like fucking be cool. You know what I mean? Like like have something, like do something. Be the person that does have the parties. Although I'm not telling any high school kids to throw parties. That's crazy. Just have something going on. You know. Be a businessman at school. Sell candy or something. You know what I'm saying? That's like a good way to like get like people just to be your like talk to you. You know what I mean? Play football, then you'll pull Sleepy Goober. Football is the way. Not at my school. No, I guess, but no, not at my school. You can't just jump into football. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but I would say basketball is more of a method than football. But cross country and football overlap seasons, yeah, type shit. And nah, keep doing your thing. Just be the best. Just be the best at that shit. You know what I mean? Like, let me think. Just show up as your best. Like, really try. Like, try to, yeah, smelling good can go a long way. The nice clothes can go a long way. Just presentation, everything, just be on point. You know, having nice sneakers can go a long way. You know what I mean? Just, I'm bad at basketball, says Goober. What's your joke? Right? Yeah, Goober. What's your joke? We want to hear the joke. Let's see. This is the true test. Let's see if the joke lands. If the joke lands, then I'm gonna say double up on that. People love funny people. That's probably like the most loved person is somebody that's always funny. But like, there's a difference between being like annoying, cringe funny, and being like actually funny. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not somebody that like keeps jokes or like could like tell you like how to be, but sometimes you just gotta have it. But if you already are making jokes, I was wondering why baseball was getting closer and closer. Then it hit me. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Are you always telling jokes? Or do you just have some that you just are kind of like, okay, what's your personality like? Are you shy? Are you outgoing? Are you telling jokes? How does that usually go for you? That's a good one. That's a good joke. I like that one. That's definitely a dad joke. Do dad jokes work when you're like a student though? You know, I don't like social interactions with people I don't know. That could be a problem, but not necessarily though, because like there's a lot of people that are the same way. So I just say high school is a weird time because everybody's awkward. I would say like the best way to be cool in high school, like looking back, is just to like do what the fuck you want. Like, don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks because everybody in high school is so awkward and shit that people wish that they could have that not give a fuck attitude. Be like unapologetically you, but just don't be weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you are weird, lean into that shit. Do it more. Like, be super weird. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people respect authenticity and confidence. That's why I say just be yourself. Like whatever that is, just be that to the max. Like don't hold back. Like just be your true self. Don't worry about if people think you're lame or corny and I'm just saying whatever, you know, but I don't know the full scope. But just people and even if they don't fully appreciate that in high school, once you leave high school, people will real people, adults will appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? It's like the kind of thing is like high school is just like people don't know what the fuck is going on. Everyone's just making up what they think they do. They're simulating something they've seen other adults do. But like once you leave high school, the world is so much different. There's so many people are just on whole different pages, and it's like damn, like maybe that like one friend that you know in high school that's like you're cool with, you'll find like 10 of those people at college. So you know what I'm saying? And it's like you shouldn't even worry. But I am with my friends a good amount of time. Why is it called Black Friday? Is that a joke? Oh God. Why is it called Black Friday? I don't like racist jokes. Cause that's when you get all the steals. Yeah, see that's racist. That's not funny. Yeah, I can see why girls don't like you.
No.
I get it. Yeah, racism is very lame. So I get it. I keep my humor to myself. Yeah, but energy doesn't lie. And sometimes that can seep through. Yeah. Yeah, right, Glacial. I feel like you would make the same joke. Yeah, no, like the thing is like racism is kind of like low intelligence, and I think that like people perceive low intelligence as unattractive. Yeah, you. And I feel like people can like sense low intelligence from a mile away, and low intelligence, the last thing you want to be confident about is being ignorant. So I would definitely like, you know what I'm saying though, Sleepy Goober, and I'm only saying this like out of like trying to like support. It's almost like you want to be so funny that, because I think the coolest thing you can be is like so funny where you don't even offend people. You're just that funny, where it's like you win everybody over. That is how people will love you. Is that you? It's kind of like, what do you call it? It's like, it's just like a self confidence that you don't even need to stoop low, and I think that will seep through. Like, it just, you just come off smarter. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna make people more like into you, because it's like, I don't know. I guess it just depends on like what type of people you're going for, but it just, the fact that like you could say that joke out loud and potentially offend somebody, and the fact that you thought it was cool to say to me means that like you probably don't read the room well, and so like people probably view you as somebody that doesn't read the room well. But I don't know. Maybe you said you have friends though, so I would think having friends is a good step, because a lot of people don't have any friends. So I don't know. It depends. It depends. I can't really say that, but oh, and you're a troublemaker. Okay, okay. Now we're getting to the real shit. What's the last thing that you did that was fucked up that you did in school or whatever? Now we got to see, because this could kind of change the perspective a little bit. You might have some redeeming points with this one. It depends on what kind of trouble you're making. Like class clown type shit. I brought Carolina Reaper powder and fed it to my friend. All right, okay. Elaborate. So where, in the cafeteria, in the classroom? Was it a thing? Did everybody see? Were they laughing? What did your friend do? Did you get in trouble? Oh, on break. And it was a crate. Did you film it? Did you put it on social media? Big trouble. Oh, they probably, low key, they probably sniffing it as glacier. That's funny. So big trouble, like suspended. Some dumbass teacher saw it. Okay. So do you do these things for like attention so that people think it's funny and then you'll get friends? And does that work? If it works, I would say shit, fuck it, who cares? People do like a class clown, people do like a troublemaker sometimes, because you are being unapologetically you. Not it, I got it taken away. He said, Glacial said, what color was it? And he said red. Sorry, didn't hear. Sorry, didn't hear. Me? Oh, I was saying people like unapologetic people. So if you're doing that shit to get laughs and views, I'm not mad at that. But you know what would be even better probably is like do that shit, but like make content out of it. If you can do that in school. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but make content and then like try to make some viral ass clips and then like invite people from your school to like watch that shit. What race are you? Says Glacial, and he said Russian. And Glacial said that's why. White on white racism is so interesting to me. Is Russian a race? But I guess to white people within that world, it's like, well, they ask what race are you? And the fact that you both knew exactly what you were talking about is hilarious. Damn, not the Russians catching a stray. Glacially said, what do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
No, I don't generalize anybody by their statements. But also, you shouldn't be mad at him for saying that because you made a general statement about black people earlier in front of a black person. That's kind of fucked up. Glacial said, I don't know. Russians were, what? Were taking Tylenol too. Looks like he was. Wait. Are you? Whoa, that's kind of fucked up. Don't say that. So some kid was swinging an umbrella and I told him, you touch me with that shit, I'm gonna break it. Oh, you're a real troublemaker. This is like unrelated from the powder. So why do you cause trouble at school? You get it, Kyle. Glacial said. Then he tapped me with it. Goober said. And then what'd you do? Yeah, I get the Tylenol thing. I get it. 2 and 2 went together and I broke that shit. This was at school? Did you get in trouble? 1 day suspension. Damn. How many times have you been suspended? You're one of those kids that be getting suspended all the time and fighting and shit. I feel like the Russian kids do get bullied though in school. I think this is in Washington, Glacial. So that was the one time you were suspended? But this is a private school, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to private school too. Never been suspended though. Never that. Damn. Well, is it like a private school? Is it like a Catholic school or is it just like a private school? You guys wear uniforms and shit? Just private. I don't even know what that means, Glacial. I don't. Right? Exactly. See, he doesn't even know what that means. Yeah, you can't be a mod and be in fucking with people in here. You're supposed to be like a protector and server, not a troll and harasser. You're gonna make them leave. You're gonna make them leave. No, that's interesting though. No, but yeah, the police, not a mall cop, right? Type shit. Exactly, right? Exactly. That's a good analogy. I like that. So why do you do these things in school? Why do you cause trouble? Like, why? Is it funny to you? Are you trying to get attention? Do you not get enough attention at home? Are you bullied by siblings? Why do you do it? And you're also an athlete, so that's interesting too. You said, why not? I don't know, like, because it could fuck up your sports. You could do something that could go too far. You could get arrested. I don't know. You could you could get expelled from school and fuck up your future. I don't know. Just to name a few. Someone could get hurt. I was just curious, like, what is your actual like goal? Like, is it laughs? Is it you're bored? What is it? So you say, I know what I'm doing. Okay. That's a lot of famous last words or famous words before like something bad. Laughs and boredom. I feel you on that though. I'm not gonna lie. School is kind of ass sometimes. I get it. I'm not mad at that, to be honest. I don't know. And you know what's crazy? Like sometimes there's people that like are like you that get into trouble and stuff, and then sometimes if they're savvy or smart enough, they'll just channel it into something else. Maybe you'll do prank videos or make content, and then it'll in a different world, people will love it. You know. So I don't discourage people from being themselves. That's why I was just asking, like, why do you do it? Do you do it for fun? Is it controlled? Is there a limit to it? But you never know. You might be a TV show host or a fucking actor or you know what I'm saying? You never know. I heard of I remember, I forgot exactly who was saying this, but it was like somebody was like telling the story about their kid. It was a lady, and she was like, yeah, my kid would just like make up lies all the time, just like make up these stories and lies. And instead of like disciplining for it, I just gave him like, I gave him paper and just told him to write them all down. And then that eventually turned into like the kid being a writer. So it's just like sometimes we're just in the wrong part of our life, but the passion is still there. And sometimes you gotta like just cultivate that and refocus that energy, that like that need for this into something positive. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in you. At least I don't sell crack in the bathroom stalls, right? That would be crazy out of pocket. Glacial said, Kyle always rude to me, so I just go through it. Kyle always bully. Right. I bully the fuck out of Glacial. Slap him around. Give him a wedgie. Give him a, what do you call that when you put somebody's head in the toilet? Swirly. All that shit. I steal his lunch money. One time I even ran over his foot with a car. You know what I mean? He was pissing me off that day, though. Goober said, womp womp. Nah, that's cool, though. I don't know. Are you, like, the type to, like, blow up people's, like, mailbox with, like, a cherry bomb and shit? Goober. Because sometimes things start off small and they become other things. I just hope you don't have that, like, criminal trait where it's, like, you know, yeah, you're just doing little funny pranks in school. I get it. I'm not that sped. I feel you. No, that's good. At least you can like you have the like discernment, like what's like too far and what's not too far. That's cool though. You're just trying to get laughs, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because if you're making okay, cool. So when you do these things, how do your peers and schoolmates like react? Are they laughing? Are they like, oh, you're a fucking idiot? Are they like, that was great, do that shit again? How is it? What is usually like your reaction from like the other students? Laugh with you, not at, and that's good. That's good. So would you consider yourself a class clown? Are there people that are more class clowns? Are you like the top class clown? Like, I'm just curious where you fall into the hierarchy. Because when I was in school, like everybody was kind of a class clown. There was like a lot, like everybody just had the jokes. We were just like all assholes kind of. And it was private school. I might be a private school thing too. And that's interesting that you like small streamers, because private schools usually are so that people can get like better like attention with the teacher. So it's interesting that that's your preference for streams too. It makes sense. I forgot what the question was. Hopefully you caught it. You said the suspension led to a chant in the locker room that had to be broken up by the teacher. So what's the problem then? People like you, you're funny. You just said you're chopped, so you're not getting any play. I feel you. Oh, when you're gone, so you're a fucking legend. That's what's up. So you didn't get any, I got the males on my side. Okay, I got you. Nah, dead ass. So, let's see, how can he, he said, hey, yo, you're Glacial is funny. You know what he meant. He means he's saying that his boys are down for him, Glacial. He's not saying some Ayo shit. He's saying leave him alone. No, not like this. Nah, he's just trolling you. Don't worry about Glacial. He's just saying some dumb shit. I might time my mod out for a second. Nah, I get what you're saying, because, well, that's the thing. Like, I think that like boys are a little more immature at a certain age, so like their humor is just going to be different. So then how do you leverage that into a more universal appeal? You just got to come up with other jokes that you can like kind of say like on a more personal level, or just like make it less slapsticky and more clever. You know what I'm saying? Mentally stimulate people. Pause. Like, we gotta No, never mind. Um, yeah, I think what the thing is that I also kind of know how to fight. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think the thing is that a lot of the stories that you've described right now are like semi-violent. The umbrella thing, you said you know how to fight. You said you gave somebody a Reaper pepper. So these are kind of things that hurt people, and I think that might be what it is that maybe your humor is a little too edgy, and I think that might be scaring away people, especially girls. You know, because people get scared. You know, and it's just like I think girls don't really like violence. I think girls like want to see you defend yourself, but they don't want to see you as someone that starts the problem because it makes them feel unsafe. You know what I'm saying? So imagine it, like you have a girlfriend and you're always starting shit and you're putting yourself in potentially dangerous situations. She's not gonna feel safe around you. She wants to know that you can defend her if something bad was happening, not you're the one that started it. So you might want to just, I don't know. I'm not telling you what to do, but it just that might be what it is. Why the boys are on your side, because boys like danger and girls kind of like safety. I'm not sure how to translate that into humor, but it's kind of like, maybe there's a softer approach to it. Goober says my homies know if they make fun of me stutter, they get their ass whooped. Okay. So what I have to do, what needs to change? Try to get laughs in a clever way, like with the jokes. Try to maybe tell people the jokes individually. Like if there's just say there's someone that you like, maybe work on some jokes that you can kind of like tell just to get a couple laughs. Maybe like focus on one person and just try to make them laugh every day, at least once. That's a good way. And still do the other stuff too, but like just maybe just be known as funny, but like clever too. Just a softer approach, more personal. So less violence, more laughs. I would say for sure. If you can if you just say there's a girl that you like, try to just make her laugh every day. It could just keep it brief. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to linger on. Maybe it's just like you see her and just make a thing with her, like, oh, a dad joke every day. Just and be consistent. And you never know. I think the biggest way to win people's hearts is to make them laugh. And then if the other stuff happens, the bigger jokes, cool. But yeah, girls don't like violence at all. Glacier said, hang out with more successful people, no brokies. He's fucking a kid. Everybody's broke when they're a kid. Sleepygoober said, I gotta go soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, just work on it. Just a softer approach. Just be more like clever with it, like mindful. Not just going for the cheap laugh, going for the good one, the thought out one. And maybe like just focus it and work out your joke. I don't know. I'm not a big like joke keeper, but the fact that you have jokes means that you could probably do it. And it's never too late to change. You know what I mean? Like people like to see change and growth in people too, especially if it's for the positive. And then just so tell me, do you do good hygiene? Do you like keep yourself up? Do you like do you like take care of yourself? Do you dress well and everything? You do that, you do all that, you do that and everything already. So just keep yeah, don't stop, I guess. I ain't no hobo yet. No, I feel you. You just feel like you're chopped. You're probably not even chopped. You're saying that because you like have a high standard of yourself, so that's cool. What would you say makes you chopped? Do you have braces? Do you wear glasses? You said you have the stutter. Don't worry about the stutter. That doesn't matter. Honestly, I swear. Stutter doesn't matter. You'll like probably outgrow a lot of the stutter too when you get older and more confident and more like experienced. You're probably just nervous when you stutter. The face. What about it? Is it like an acne thing? Is it because if it's acne, don't worry about that shit. You're gonna outgrow that shit. I promise you. Everybody outgrows acne for the most part. I had a lot of acne in high school. Crazy, all on my forehead and shit, and now nothing. high school is like not real. High school is like you're gonna the shape. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Is it shaped like what's a good shape? Shaped like a parallelogram? Shaped like a rhombus? Nose. What about the nose? What about it? I'm telling you, none of this matters. I swear none of this matters. You're just like, you're being judged by like children. You know what I'm saying? You're a kid. So it's just like, kids are just weird. That's how you feel. Don't worry about that shit, bro. Like, that's... Nah, you made me fall out my bed, Kyle. What did I say? Nah, that's crazy. What the fuck did I say? I'm trying to fucking... I'll tell you, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, it really doesn't matter how you look. Like, it really doesn't matter. I swear it doesn't. It's just you have to be confident in that and own it. And don't care. People, like... Because if you can do that, you can inspire other people. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just be confident. Don't worry about it. Because most people... I don't know how to explain it. Just smile, man. Honestly, just smile. Just keep it smiling. A rhombus or a triangle. Nah, don't worry about people. People are... Nah, bro. I'm telling you. High school is just weird. People are just weird. I don't know. Cylinder? You got a cylinder head? Nah, man, you're good. I promise. I promise. None of this shit matters at all. And sometimes you have to like kind of grow into your like vibe. Sometimes, you know what I mean. All right, shout out Sleepygoober, the newest follower on the channel. Appreciate you tapping in. I hate. Yeah, no, WU. I'll see you next time. Appreciate the follow. Glacial said I hate school, but worst time was middle school. Why? What happened in middle school? Did you get bullied, Glacial? Middle school was lit for me. I'm not gonna lie. I hated high school, but middle school was lit. High school was all right, but middle school was way more lit. College was like my best time ever, though, as far as schooling. Shout out Sleepygoober. He's gonna be all right. Let's switch it up. You ever notice people that like actually say they're chopped or like actually not chopped though? Most of the time, it's probably he's just like regular looking. And he's just like, I'm chopped. And nobody's chopped. Like, it's like such a stupid thing that people try to create and say, and it's like nobody's chopped ever. It's just like societal preferences on things, but no one's actually chopped. Kids are just weird and not funny. In bathroom, you would be sitting if you know big number 2, and you would see milk 3 seconds after in your lap. Ah, damn, that was rough. I would have had to fight. "2006 said Gary Busey be pulling dimes all day long. So what's the thing? Be funny and rich?" True, I should have told him that. Like, get your bread up, my boy. Get a car. In high school, a car is like a fucking time machine. Never happened to me, thank God. Oh, I thought you were gonna tell about your whole story. Is Gary either? I think he's just be famous at this point. I mean, he did something back in the day, and I'm sure he has. I'm sure Gary Busey has some bread. He's had like his own show and stuff. But yeah, no, I feel you though. Sometimes clout. Yeah, clout is everything. Sometimes clout is everything. Wait, who is that? Is that Aiden Ross? Is that Aiden rubbing his hands? Oh no. That's funny. Damn, I'm probably just gonna do a 2-hour stream today. because it is what it is. But that was an interesting segment. It's always interesting when like younger people come in here. I kind of feel kind of weird about that, but yeah, try to like keep it as like appropriate and not as weird as possible. But it is kind of awkward for me though. This dude, Glacial, you make. What did I say? What the fuck did I say? I said it's kind of interesting when younger people come in here. You're weird. You're weird. I didn't say anything weird about that. Let's see, this guy. This guy. Everybody's younger than me. Shut the fuck up. I could be talking about you. Hey, you can clip that all you want. I didn't say shit. I didn't say like I love it when. I just said it's interesting. I said I have to keep it as appropriate as possible. I wouldn't have even known how old he was until you asked the age range. I try to keep it as general as possible. But you can't not address it once you know though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the rage bait is real. Glacial with the rage bait, it's all good. I can keep my composure. Nah, dead ass though, like I was a teacher for like 3 years and I taught 5th through 9th grade. So like I kind of like know how to deal with these things, because like a lot of kids would talk to me about like shit and I'm like, fuck, this is such an awkward conversation. So you gotta like learn how to like say things in certain ways where it's not strange, you know what I mean? Because kids are, you would think a kid is just like a kid, but like I remember when I was a kid, I was just thinking of like way advanced shit that I should be thinking, and I'm not talking about anything like relationship or anything like that, just issues that you don't even think like someone would think about. So you kind of got to like, even like I remember kids would tell me about like their family issues at home, and I'm like, yo, don't tell me this shit. I don't need to hear this shit right now. Like, don't tell me what your mom is doing and shit. Like, don't tell me about your dad that's in jail. I'm like, bro, like go play Roblox or something. Like, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? Yes, kids, children in the world. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I actually was a teacher. Like, I literally was a teacher. Students. Yes, I can say the word. I can say the word kids. Yes, I can say that. I'm not saying anything weird about it. It's fine. I was a very young teacher though. I was like the youngest teacher in the school. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I know you're trolling. I know. Interesting time of my life though. Never again. Never again. Yeah, that's not just, yeah, chill with those type of clips though. We don't want to play around that shit though. But yeah, man. It's very interesting, and I gotta like realize that like, yeah, I mean, this is it comes with the territory, so it's like it's good practice to like just be like set certain boundaries to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of the inevitable. But oh my god, I can see it. I'm looking behind me already. I'm looking at the screen. I can see behind me. But yeah, man. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm cool with Monday. I'm happy to start. I pulled a crazy all-nighter last night. Like I didn't even go to bed last night after the stream ended. I didn't go to sleep until like 5 p.m. today. I was up but I slept earlier that day, but my sleep schedule was all fucked up, and I kind of came to the conclusion is because that I've been streaming. I've been doing these like late night streams consistently. Usually I would like get a break and do like an IRL during the day and not stream at this time. But since I've been streaming late night for like a month or two, my sleep schedule is all fucked up. Like I'm taking naps during the day, not sleeping at night and shit. So I got to get back on my shit. Monday is Garfield's most hated day, says 2000 sit. Yeah, right. Why would Garfield care about Mondays? He's a cat. Is it when John went to work or something and he wasn't getting fed as much? Is that like the actual reason? Or is it just like a relatable meme that like most humans can relate to? I think that's the case, really. Yeah. What an interesting fucking character, Garfield. I almost forgot about Garfield. I remember there was a cool TV show with Garfield too. Garfield and Friends. I really like that show a lot. And I always thought it was funny that Garfield loved lasagna like a cat. A cat, I don't. But would a cat actually eat lasagna? I don't know. Maybe. 2006 said he's just sour because Arbuckle was gone. Yeah, man, with the barnyard animals. Hell yeah. See, a lot of people don't know that shit. That shit was crazy. There was the pig, there was like the duck with like the fucking floaty on that had a little smaller duck on it. The sheep. Yo, we gotta look up Garfield and Friends. This is like unlocked memory. That's how I know me and 2000 are like the same age. So you know what Muppet Babies is then? Wow, look at this. The little egg, that's just the egg. But he was like the smartest one, but he was just still an egg. And then this guy I forgot. Oh, I forgot the rooster. Yeah, Odie. Garfield. Hampton, I think. That's crazy. Wow. Garfield was such an interesting character. Garfield used to be like the biggest thing of all time. Everything had like Garfield on it. I feel like they don't really do that anymore with like cartoon properties, like use it for like brands of like products anymore, like how they used to. Garfield used to be like on everything. Hit me with that theme song, Selecta. Hell yeah, don't forget Baby Looney Tunes. You mean Tiny Toons. Dilbert was probably the last one who did that. Oh, Dilbert. Interesting, Dilbert. Wow. All right, so the Barnyard Animals. I mean, hit me with that song you're talking about. Let's on it, the party where fun never ends. Let's on it, let's start the party with Garfield and Friends. That is like a little like mambo song, but if you're talking about Muppet Babies, and dream come true. When your room looks kind of weird and you wish that you weren't there, just close your eyes and make believe that you can be anywhere. Muppet. Yeah, that was crazy. And then the Tiny Toons was like, we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. Yo, Tiny Toons was actually crazy. I was very confused about how that show worked for the longest time. I was like, wait, so that's not Bugs Bunny? It's like there's two of them, Babs and Buster Bunny, and then like Plucky was like a green version of Daffy Duck, and like there was just all these like baby versions of them, but it wasn't the original character. That was a dope show. They had like Montana Max, Elmira Fudd instead of like Elmer Fudd. Really cool characters. I didn't watch Dilbert, but I remember the comic strip. I remember there was a TV show though. But yeah, they put Dilbert on random shit too. Tiny Toons. Tiny Toon Adventures. And it was similar, it was like similar time as like Animaniacs. Wow. Oh yeah. Dizzy Devil, Dizzy, Plucky Duck, Montana Max. Wow, there's some good characters on this. Wow. Yeah, it was such a cool like remix on like the Looney Tunes. It's like clearly like Buster is Bugs Bunny, but he's just so different too at the same time. Damn, core memories. They don't make TV shows like that. Wow, they did a crossover with Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. Crazy. Animaniacs was fucking wild. That show was out of control. And then Pinky and the Brain. We're Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. Wow. It's time for Animaniacs. Yeah, wow. They don't make cartoons like this anymore. Glacial don't know about this shit. Way too young. Yeah, Plucky Duck was a green Daffy Duck. Like, it's crazy. We're zany to the max. Have baloney in our slacks. We're Animaniacs. Pinky in the Brain. They say Pinky was a genius. There's probably something to it because he would like just think simply and like just think practically, and Brain would probably like overthink it. Though Pinky would kind of like fuck it up a little bit sometimes. But yeah, it was interesting. Damn. What are we gonna do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. That was crazy. That was crazy. It was like a alternate version of like Ren and Stimpy almost. Very interesting. That like character dynamic, like the straight guy and the comedic relief. Theory goes, Brain was insane and Pinky kept foiling his plans, making him the genius. Yeah, I don't even, man. I feel like if I watched that show now, I would like appreciate it so much more because I think as a kid, probably like a lot of what was happening was like going over my head, you know? Because I don't really remember the type of shit that they would do, but I just remember it being like just almost kind of dark in a way. Very interesting. But I watched the fuck out of it though, you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. Like, yes, it was just like the whole concept. It was just like such a good premise. It's like, okay, they're trying to take over the world. That's what they try to do every time, and they just always end up back like in the rat cage. Like every time, every episode is just like, damn. Try to take over the world. Like just even that voice choice for like a little mouse, just, and then like Pinky, what are we gonna do tonight, Brian? He's like a British, like, man, just you're not gonna get a TV show like that anymore. There's so many good shows. DuckTales, Tailspin. Classics, like classic shit. I watch some of the newer cartoons and I'm just like, it just don't hit the same. But sometimes like knowing the lore is everything, you know? Sometimes I'll just pop in. Like if I just like popped in on like Ren and Stimpy and I didn't know anything about it, I'd probably be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't get this shit, you know what I mean? Sometimes knowing the lore, like, but I feel like those shows, like you didn't have to necessarily know the lore to be able to enjoy them and watch them, especially like the setup of Pinky and the Brain is like the same. It's built into the theme song. It's built into the setup every episode, so you can kind of like get it. Now it's kind of like you kind of got to know deep lore to, like watching Rick and Morty for me is just like, what the fuck? Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? There's so many inside jokes and lore things that it's just like if you just start watching that shit in the middle of the, it's hard to like grasp why, but you know it's something though because of how people like it, and you ask questions and you have to like really try to figure it out. So I think that's the biggest difference between cartoons now and then, is that our cartoons where you could just pop in on any episode and appreciate what's going on. You know what I mean? 2006 said, "Have you ever seen a video so absurd it makes your jaw drop?" Yeah, I can't even think of one, but yeah, I mean, shit, I feel like every day, you know, go on Twitter or something. I mean, there's a lot. There's, oh, Glacio said, now the newer shows of South Park hit. You think newer South Park is better than old South Park? I haven't watched the new South Park, but yeah, I would assume it's probably like similar tone, but what do I know? Like I can't even unpack this nonsense. All right, let me pull it up. What 2000 Sit has posted in the chat. Yeah, what am I seeing? All right. Hopefully it doesn't have music. Oh, it does have music. I'm going to try to not play the music, but I'll play it for a second just to see.
These YNs are really evolving and need to be stopped immediately. Here's why. After seeing some of the shit these lil boys been on, I think we need to unk back outside free. You can't go nowhere without seeing a lil dude with a shiesty mask on staring everybody down. It's to the point where you can't even go to the gym without seeing a YN training for drills, so they don't do what Q50 did on that last drill. We even got YCs and YMs from the suburbs that never ate a struggle meal thinking they upped 23 hats after turning up to some Lil Jeff. Y'all think the CIA celebrating and doing cartwheels as we speak? These YNs are really a...
You know what's crazy is like I want to be like, yeah, this is just some like internet culture shit, but like sometimes like I just think it's funny that like YN has become like an actual term. Like that's like some like meta ass shit though, like the AI voice saying like kind of hood shit, but like also proper. And then like putting together this crazy compilation. That's funny. YNs is crazy. Like I literally have 1 million questions about this 30-second video. Like, what the fuck is a drill? What is a YC or YM? Who is Lil Jeff? Why would the CIA be celebrated? Okay, a drill is where people go and like, there's like a drive-by essentially. It doesn't have to be a drive-by, but that's a drill. And what is a YC or YM? A YN stands for young nigga. Who is Little Jeff? I guess that's some rapper. I don't really exactly know Little Jeff. And why would the CIA be celebrated? Probably because like people are filming themselves possibly doing crimes, so making it very easy to do their thing. Unk is a crazy unk, right? 2000 sit. What did I do that's crazy? Was I not? Was that not a good explanation? Was that not a good explanation? I thought that was a good explanation. Except for Lil Jeff. Here, I'll tell you exactly who Lil Jeff is. I don't keep up with all that shit, but Lil Jeff is a rapper. That's what I suspected. Lil Jeff passed away in June 2025. He's a Chicago rapper. Yeah. Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Oh, well, we were just talking about that. Somebody just brought that shit up the other day. I forgot who was saying Bloodhound. What do you think of Bloodhound Lil Jeff? Literally, somebody was just asking about that like a couple days ago. Made sense to me, like the whole up 23 hats thing is wild. Yeah, you know what hats are? Hats are, you know, like bodies. Glacial Ayo, you heard what he said. Ayo, 2000 sit, you hear that? Ayo, what did I say? What did I say? What? No, really, what did I say? The rage bait is real. It will not work. Anyway, I got about 12 more minutes to go, and I'm gonna get off because, yeah, this has been enough time. You gotta save it a little bit. Don't listen to him. He's just saying some dumb shit. He's trolling. Don't fall into Glacial's bullshit. Glacial is is a great supporter, but also a notorious troll. Though Glacial, I got to give you a hand though that to troll BHD in the beginning of that interview was definitely a good call. Was saying that you like set up the whole thing or whatever, did the whole shit. That was a good call. The fact that I made a reel, I'm like, okay, all right, Glacial's got some ideas. Glacial's got some ideas. W script. You're getting motion. You're getting motion. You're about to be the new Tav. He's about to be the new Tav. Oh man. L rage bait though. L rage bait. Hey yo.
Pause.
Did you hear what he just said? Hey yo, hey yo. Yo, Glacial, you kind of sound like that dude Clavicular, that new streamer that's kind of like doing his thing right now. You kind of have the same voice. I was like, what the fuck? You know what's crazy? He has a like a slight, not a stutter, but a stammer that I noticed too. So I'm like, don't worry about no stutter or stammer. Like, just fucking. Everybody stutters all the time. People are always like, you know what I mean? Maybe not like to an extreme level, but like, who cares? Just be yourself. Be your best self. I'm telling you. Show up as your best self. That will go a long way. People will recognize that. That'll inspire others to be their best selves, and just keep doing it. Be consistent. Be your best self, whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you. Yeah, we got about 9 minutes till I get off this thing. I'm not gonna lie. Today was a good talk, though. I feel like we talked about a couple things. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we covered how to be your best self. We talked about Super Bowl. We talked about fuck it. I mean, 2 hours is 2 hours. I don't care. I did like yesterday's stream, the whole Michael Jackson shit. That was good. I'll do more of those things. I like doing those deep dives because this is the type of shit I like do anyways, where I like pull up shit and like analyze shit. So I'm gonna try to do more of that shit where and I think that's good for engagement too, because like I think when someone scrolls by and they just see this, that's just like, okay, that's easy to scroll by. But when you have something that you can relate to, like 4 pictures of Michael Jackson on your screen, it's like, okay, I know what this is. I can tell with the context of what's going on by just, and some people did come in. So I'm like, okay, I gotta be more presentative with these desktops. But I swear, I'm ready to jump back into IRL. Like I think I'm overdue. Like I feel like I'm fucking overselling this shit a little too much. I need to really hop back in. I'm just such in like a weird zone of this thing right now. But I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back. I do appreciate these desktops though. Like I feel like it's almost like this is forcing me to be a better yapper. So like then when I can do the IRLs too, I don't know. It's just like a better. It's kind of like having me like sit down is like forced me to like focus on this and make this better. Because before it was like I might do like an okay desktop, just like knowing that I'm probably gonna get an IRL that week. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I was almost like saying like, oh, this is kind of like a filler episode. But like now that these all have to be desktops, it's like I can't have any fillers because they all have to be all right, you know. So I think it was a good. It's like sometimes like shit happens in mysterious ways that don't always make sense at first, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? That really was. I remember even saying that to people I really didn't even care about the desktops. Like especially like I remember like right before TwitchCon, I was just like whatever. Like this is into like 2 days, so it's like yeah, I'm just basically gonna like chill out and do these things, and they were just kind of whatever. They were cool though. They're all right, but it's like you kind of want to make them bangers, but really the chat makes it a banger to me though, no matter what. But it's good. It's good to be able to figure this out. It's good to be able to figure it out and just making the best out of the opportunities, making lemons out of lemonade, and so we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm telling you. If you're watching now, this is just the beginning. It has to be, right? So if this is 6 months, oh shit.
Damn, we already hit the halfway mark. I forgot. That was at like 182, 183. So basically like yesterday and the day before. So we're over 6 months of doing this shit. I just realized that I was so distracted by everything else that I forgot to like keep track of that. But basically as of yesterday, we passed the 6 month mark, being 100. 365 divided by 2 is like 182.5. So shit, 6 months. W. Wow. And honestly, like, just to like reflect, it's been like, I don't know. Like, I didn't even know that I was gonna stream every day when I first started. That wasn't even the plan. So it's like hard to say like what I thought like 6 months would be, 6 months later would be or not. So I didn't expect anything. My plan was, wasn't expecting a stream snipe or, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing that's happened, but I wasn't expecting anything. I was just gonna like, I thought I would probably just like stream once in a while, do some IRLs. I wasn't even really thinking about desktop like that. I was a little bit, but I thought I was just gonna try to do IRLs, and then I don't know, shit just happened. So if this can happen in 6 months, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but just little small accomplishments, you know, getting Twitch affiliate, getting a couple semi-viral clips. Should imagine a year, you know, because I still have the knowledge from the 6 months and the momentum from the 6 months. So it's like, just theoretically, things should grow exponentially just by nature of what's happened. So, yeah, basically in June, that's the cool thing about, I don't know, I was going to say just like life. It's just like the unknown. It's like there's shit that's going to happen that's potentially great that I don't know about yet. Right? It has to, right? Assuming I keep going, you know. There's shit that I will potentially be excited about that hasn't happened yet. And that's right, that's worth it. It's like if someone told you, yo, if you show up at this spot 200 days in a row, I guarantee you one of these days you're gonna get $100,000. You might try it, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't know when it's gonna happen, but you might try it. So yeah, right place, right time. Clock is right 2 times a day. So it's kind of just like having faith, really. Having faith that like something great will come, you know, because that's the intention, you know what I'm saying? This is what I set out to do. I wanted to do this to change my life, to create something that can help support life. So I see the balls are really rolling. It's not fully there yet where I want it, or I need it to be, but it's also better than it was. So it went from nothing to now it's a little something, not a big something yet, but if I could turn my little something into a little bigger something, into a little, and just keep, and just a little bigger at something, then it'll be a medium something, you know, medium something. I'd rather have a medium something than a nothing, you know what I mean? And then you just work on scaling your medium into a large or a decent sized, and then large. Hey, yo. Yeah, that's my Sunday motivation. Just, I'm grateful to, I'm grateful, I'm grateful to stumble on something that I like and that I can kind of like see a vision with, you know? So, yeah, just grateful for just everything that's happened leading up to this point to like prepare me and help propel. So I appreciate people that tapped in on this one. Glacial, shout out Glacial, shout out 2000 Sit, shout out Sleepygoober, shout out BKS, WWW. Yeah, good shit, good shit. Shout out, I think Monique has got some
catching some revenue, ad revenue right now too. Yeah. It's all gonna get crazier and in a good way. I just gotta keep focused and keep in mind, but mostly just keep going, you know? Some days are gonna be more calm than others, and you gotta be okay with that because, you know, I'd rather have a calm day than a nothing day, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, 2 hour mark. Whoop, there it is. Appreciate you, Ty. I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna call it now. We did a lot of hours in the past couple of days. So I'm gonna try to, again, yeah, some days are gonna be longer, but sometimes you gotta pace yourself. So you gotta hit them with the cool 2 hour, and that's not a problem. The fact that 2 hour feels like short now, that's good. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, day 185. What a crazy number. Getting that much closer to the fact that like from 185, that's only 2 weeks away from 200 is like, I mean, I'm just saying, that'll be here sooner than I realize. And that'll be something though, because 100 felt like something. 200 just seems like, I mean, they both seem like big numbers, but 200 is like, damn, that's an effort right there. If you do 200 of anything, 200 days straight of anything, that's got to turn into something. So it's not even that far away. So it might not be that different, but hey, we manifest, we hope for the best, and you know, we try to attract something amazing for around that time or after. Maybe it's just after the 200 mark, then it's like it starts to ramp up. I don't know. Universe is weird like that.